So additional complications. So this is something known as codominance. So when you have two dominant alleles at the same locus in the same individual, do you still have dominant recessive relationships? And the answer is you don't. You have dominant-dominant relationships, and you can end up with the phenotypes associated with both of those alleles in the progeny. And in fact, this turns out to be really important because at a molecular level, almost all relationships between alleles are this so-called codominance. At the molecular level, you can in fact distinguish among the alleles. If you have the protein that gives rise to a purple flower, a protein that gives rise to a white flower, you can take those proteins and you can distinguish them using something, for example, like gel electrophoresis, which is something we'll be talking about. You can distinguish them, and therefore, in a sense, you've got two different phenotypes. And they're, in a sense, both dominant phenotypes at the molecular level, even if, looking at the whole organism, one is dominant to the other one. And you see this traditionally in the ABO blood grouping. So this is our blood typing. So in ABO blood typing, what you have are what are known as antigens on the surface of red blood cells. The antigens happen to be carbohydrates that are products of enzymes. And so if you have an enzyme that gives rise to the A antigen and only that enzyme, then you'll have blood type A. If you have the enzyme that gives rise to the B antigen and only that enzyme, you'll have blood type B. But if you have the A enzyme and the B enzyme in the same individual, then you end up with the antigens corresponding to both the A and B alleles, in which case you're a type AB. Now, there's an additional allele that doesn't give rise to any carbohydrate, or at least not detectable carbohydrate. So this is essentially an enzyme that doesn't work. I mean, it's a gene that gives rise to an enzyme that doesn't work. And this is, if you have this as a homozygote, you have the O blood type. So the O blood type lacks both the A and the B antigens. So the A blood type can be a product of AA and AO genotype. B is BB and BO. AB is only AB. And O is OO. I'm blood type A. My mother was blood type O. So I know that my genotype is AO. The A we know, the O we can infer because of what my mother's phenotype was.